in order for us to grow, we have to walk into that wilderness season. And when I say wilderness, wilderness has to happen by ourselves. And sometimes the wilderness is out here in the wilderness and you're alone. And then sometimes it's diving off of that diving board and jumping. You have to do it in order to grow. Welcome back, you guys. Welcome back to Authentic Living with Deetra Matthews. I hope that you all enjoyed week one. Just as I promised, I said that I would speak to the hearts of those individuals who may be afraid to enter their wilderness season because they really are alone. There is no husband, there is no wife, there is no mom, there is no dad, there aren't any friends. The friends have or have appeared to have walked away. So what about those people? And you know, as I said before in my first week, I'm not a theologian, but I am human. And although I was blessed to have my husband and my mother and my friends to kind of bear some of those burdens, although I really did walk through that wilderness season alone, although I had those people, I did feel a lot of pain. I still felt pain. So I kind of want to talk to all of those hearts out there who really do feel alone. And when I think about you all I think about is the Lord is my shepherd. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. I just want that to really, really, really speak to your heart. Really speak to your heart because once you have made up your decision that you're going to walk into that wilderness season, I want you to say, the Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. The Lord is my shepherd and I shall not want. And one thing about me too, although when I was in that wilderness season and very new into it, I would kind of seek the advice of this person and that person. I still tried to stay away from formula advice. You know, these 5 steps will get you through this, or take these 10 steps and they'll get you through that. Ugh. You know, shout out to those people who do that and are really convicted and they really feel that the Lord is sending them in that direction, but that didn't speak to Deetra's heart. You see, I am living authentically, so I don't want to give you 5 steps to walk through that wilderness season when you are truly in flesh all alone. I don't want to give you 10 steps to walk through your wilderness season when you are truly alone. I just want you to rely on Jesus Christ because you know who you are and whose you are. And you have to say a prayer, Lord, give me the strength, Lord. Lord, help me to realize that I am enough. I am enough. And ask Jesus Christ to guide your steps. For some reason, this is on my heart to maybe speak to that person who feels alone because maybe those friends have walked away from you. But and trust me when I say this, once you get on that other side of that wilderness season, you're going to be grateful for it all. You truly, truly are. And if you're needing to ask a prayer of forgiveness, not for them, but so you can really, and I know that sounds cliche, but I'm telling you, it's true. The forgiveness is done for you, not for them. You ask to do that. You pray for them daily until they're out of your thoughts and out of your mind so that you can really, really concentrate on your journey and your walk. And if you're on that wilderness season, and then this is for some reason I'm wanting to speak to this person too, who is wanting to travel down their wilderness season because they're seeking entrepreneurship or they're seeking a new job that is fulfilling. Go back to that authentic spirit. What is your 13-year-old self telling you to do? What is that 10-year-old self telling you to do? And listen to it. There is value in that 13-year-old self. And I'm going to tell you, when you're in that wilderness season, that 13-year-old is going to appear. And it is going to scare you because the advice that 13-year-old is giving you is simple. You're 30, you're 40, you're 50 years old, and you may be looking for something that's deep. But that 13-year-old that's talking to you in that wilderness season is telling you, yo, this is what you got to do. This is what you have to do. And so, if I'm speaking to that person who is afraid to walk through that wilderness season, I'm now moving on because they're afraid of the success that's going to happen once they get through that wilderness season. And let me tell you something. I was that person too, because I knew in the thick of my wilderness season, and once I started high-fiving that 13-year-old girl and saying, "Girl, that's what's up." Then I became fearful because I saw the success coming, and I was a little bit afraid to take that half a step. But then that 13-year-old girl is telling me in the morning, "Get up, do as I say," and then I high-five that 13-year-old self, and I make that extra step. And so now I'm not afraid of success that's coming my way. And to God be the glory, you all. It's happening just as that 13-year-old self told me when I was in the wilderness season. I know that it's lonely to that person who really is in that wilderness season without the flesh. I know it's lonely, but it's not going to always be that way. I know it's easier said than done, but I've actually seen it. I've seen it. I've seen people walk through their wilderness season by themselves, and the beauty that comes so bright once they go through that wilderness season, it's attractive, and it attracts the real people. And you're searching for authenticity. You're searching for the right love, and it's there. Once you go through the wilderness season, you'll find that it's there. Have the courage. Say the prayer, "The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want." You can do it. You can do it. I believe in you. So just as I said last week, and just as I plan on saying every week from now on, let's give the universe more of what it is craving. It is craving for you to live your life authentically. So let's give the universe more of what it is craving, and that is authenticity, and that is love. I'll see you next week, but don't forget, if you have any questions, hit me up. Put those questions on the bottom here, and I'll check them, I'll read them, and I'll respond to them. And of course, you can always hit me up on Instagram at Deetra Matthews or on Twitter at Deetra Matthews. And you can always find your girl on Facebook at The More Movement.